Captain's log supplemental. The Enterprise faces the possibility of another attack. This time, however, we have an unlikely ally.
On screen, Mr. Spock. This is the ship that attacked us.
It is a perfect replica.
Replica?
Since it could not have been one of our ships, it must be a replica.
The name, the symbols on the ship.
Danger Stalker, and an identifying vessel number. Before you ask, there is no such ship in our fleet.
But if the Klingons can prove it's not theirs...
The Marauder does not intend for that to happen, Commander Scott.
They can destroy us and leave enough evidence the Klingons perpetrated the attack. The Federation leaps to the desired conclusion.
And we're in the middle of a war.
Clever. But we're not going to cooperate. Mr. Scott, repair status.
You're gonna owe the entire engineering department a round, sir. Both the phasers and the shields are back online.
2 rounds, Mr. Scott. Just as soon as we're out of this.
Gentlemen, now we recall our Mayday. We're fully operational, so we don't need any more help. We can report that this alien ship is not Klingon.
Baiting a trap.
With a little help from our friends. Let's move.
Pavel, it's Reyna.
Come.
I thought you might need some company. I know I certainly do.
It's gotten lonely in here the last few hours.
Shutting yourself off? Do you mind if I turn up the lights?
No.
I'm sorry if I embarrassed you.
There is not much left to embarrass. It's all right. Leave the lights up.
The Enterprise is fully repaired. The captain expects another attack, but we have an ally.
But no one responded to our mayday.
Someone did. Captain Karg of the Dark Destroyer.
You've got to be joking. No, that would be a Russian joke.
Oh, Pavel, if ever you were needed, it will be in the next few hours.
That may be all the time I have left.
USS Enterprise to all Federation vessels in the Alpha Quadrant. We're withdrawing our mayday. We have no further need of assistance.
There are a few similar diseases, but they're genetic and not induced in the same way.
But similar.
There are no cures for them either. I have to report to the captain.
I understand.
McCoy to Kirk. Kirk here. Captain, I've completed my final examination of Mr. Chekhov. As we discussed, the situation has not changed. My diagnosis remains the same.
Thank you, Bones. Mr. Chekhov, we're going to need you. Report to the bridge.
Was that the wisest decision, Jim?
Maybe not, Spock. But it was the best one.
You heard the captain.
How much time do I have? Honestly.
Damn it, Pavel, I'm a doctor, not a watchmaker. Soon.
It's all right.
Damn it, man. You saved Scotty, but you sacrificed...
No sacrifices. It was worth it. It was all worth it.
You can't know that.
Oh yes, I can.
Go on. Captain wants you on the bridge.
Klingon vessel uncloaking on the port bow, 100,000 kilometers.
Relative position 180 degrees, Mark 3. I have him. On screen.
Long range, full perimeter scan. No other vessels, sir.
Where's Karg?
Probably ran.
They are targeting the previously damaged area, Captain.
Shields.
Holding, sir.
Mr. Chekhov.
Forward shields are gone. Secondary deflectors holding. Phasers still charged and ready.
Captain! The hostile is recharging disruptors.
Now.
The Marauder has been damaged. Not enough. He's coming about. The Marauder is preparing to fire again.
Secondary shields gone. We still have phasers.
Any signal from Karg?
Negative, sir.
We cannot withstand another attack, Captain. The hostile has charged torpedo racks. A strategic hit will stop Mr. Chekhov's aerobatics.
Not likely.
Got you.
Mr. Chekhov. That was the most elegant weapons demonstration I've ever seen.
Captain, incoming message from the Dark Destroyer.
On screen.
That worked out well,
You're late.
but in time for the kill,
Karg, we need to know who they are.
which is why I offered to board the hostile. They have dishonored the Klingon Empire. I want to know who these people are, even more than you do, Kirk.
Very well, Captain. But I expect a report as soon as you find anything.
Permission to return to my quarters, Captain.
Lieutenant Uhura, have Ambassador Morgan come up to the bridge.
Sir, report coming in from Captain Karg on the hostile.
On screen, Lieutenant. What is it, Karg?
As I assured you, Kirk, this is not a Klingon vessel. It is a Federation ship modified to look like one of ours, but only on the exterior and in its weaponry.
What's its origin?
Asterion system.
How can you tell?
Well, look at him. He hasn't even covered his interface.
This whole ship reflects their building style. Federation, yes, but with Asterion's particular touches.
And how would you know?
Captain, I think I know what's happened. Asterion is one of the systems with a shaky economy, hovering on the edge of collapse.
But I don't understand. Asterion is known for their engineering and technological advancements. They're extremely valuable to the entire Federation.
Absolutely. But they've placed primary emphasis on combat devices and inventions. In a Federation of Peace, they face failure on a planet-wide level because there's no use for their technology. And they've consistently refused to change directions or goals, even though it means their own economic death. Their philosophy is there will always be a war. All they have to do is simply wait for one.
But how did they get a cloaking device?
Captain, my inquiries into classified records indicates that Starfleet gave it to them for reverse engineering after we removed it from the Romulan vessel 18 months ago.
And if they could provoke a war between the Federation and the Klingons...
A war would fuel their entire economy and make them more necessary to the Federation. But not to them alone.
Who's in on this with you?
We have already asked that question. This one has chosen not to answer it.
What about the others on board?
All dead. By their own hand, I can assure you. I can continue questioning.
No. Prepare them to beam aboard the Enterprise. They'll face trial for their crimes, and their planetary leaders will join them.
I owe you that courtesy, Kirk. But only because we stood together this time. The next time.
Until then, Karg. Close channel, Miss Uhura.
Sir?
Mr. Spock, we'll detain the Asterion and tow his ship to the nearest starbase. Ambassador, I'd like your written opinion on this situation to go along with my official reports.
Of course. You realize we may never discover who else was involved.
You mean we may never know who all of our enemies are inside the Federation?
Keep it in mind, Captain Kirk. And look to your back. Pavel? We're almost at Starbase 16. From there, the ambassadors will be given transit to their home planets.
Leaving?
few moments.
You'll need a pilot. A shuttle.
Mr. Scott has volunteered.
Good man.
Thanks to you, he's alive to do it. Oh, Pavel, it has been my great honor and joy to know you. Thank you for bringing me home.
The pleasure has been mine, my lady.
До свидания.
Thank you, Ambassador.
There's been a steady stream of visitors through here today. Sulu, Uhura, Dr. McCoy, Mr. Scott, he brought me a bottle of vodka for when I'm on my feet again. And spoke for my journey.
I thought I'd take my turn. Captain and all.
Who would have thought I'd live so long in such a short time? I didn't do too badly, did I?
Never. You had top marks from the beginning. The bridge will never be the same without you. You're the best weapons officer. The best navigator.
In the fleet.
In the fleet. Captain's log, stardate 2683.4. An attempt to rescue the Enterprise from a Romulan threat has propelled Sulu forward 30 years in time.
There's a signal. Looks to be Sulu. But something's nae right.
Mr. Sulu, what was 30 years to you was 30 seconds to us.
Something else?
Alana.
Who is she?
She's my daughter.
You're Captain Kirk, aren't you?
How did you know?
My father told me you were impressive and knew it. You command miracles and you don't even know it.
I'm starting to.
We now have only 32 minutes before our shields collapse.
care who dies. She lives.